Colleen McCain-Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. President.
There you are.
You spoke earlier about 2014 being a breakthrough year, and you ended the year with executive actions on Cuba and immigration and climate change. But you didn't make much progress this year on your legislative agenda, and some Republican lawmakers have said they're less inclined to work with you if you pursue executive actions so aggressively. Are you going to continue to pursue executive actions if that creates more roadblocks for your legislative agenda? Or have you concluded that it's not possible to break the fever in Washington and the partisan gridlock here?
I think there are real opportunities to get things done in Congress. As I said before, I take Speaker Boehner and Mitch McConnell at their words that they want to get things done. I think the American people would like to see us get some things done. The question is going to be, are we able to separate out those areas where we disagree and those areas where we agree? I think there are going to be some tough fights on areas where we disagree. If Republicans seek to take health care away from people who just got it, they will meet stiff resistance from me. If they try to water down consumer protections that we put in place in the aftermath of the financial crisis, I will say no. And I'm confident that I'll be able to uphold vetoes of those types of provisions. But on increasing American exports, on simplifying our tax system, on rebuilding our infrastructure, my hope is that we can get some things done. I've never been persuaded by this argument that if it weren't for the executive actions, they would have been more productive. There's no evidence of that. So I intend to continue to do what I've been doing, which is where I see a big problem and the opportunity to help the American people, and it is within my lawful authority to provide that help, I'm going to do it. And I will then, side by side, reach out to members of Congress, reach out to Republicans and say, let's work together. I'd rather do it with you. Immigration's the classic example. I was really happy when the Senate passed a bipartisan comprehensive immigration bill. And I did everything I could for a year and a half to provide Republicans the space to act, and showed not only great patience but flexibility, saying to them, look, if there are specific changes you'd like to see, we're willing to compromise. We're willing to be patient. We're willing to work with you. Ultimately, it wasn't forthcoming. And so, you know, the question is going to be, I think, if executive actions on areas like minimum wage or equal pay or having a more sensible immigration system are important to Republicans, if they care about those issues and the executive actions are bothering them, there is a very simple solution, and that is pass bills and work with me to make sure I'm willing to sign those bills. Because both sides are going to have to compromise. On most issues, in order for their initiatives to become law, I'm going to have to sign off. And that means they have to take into account the issues that I care about, just as I'm going to have to take into account the issues that they care about. All right.